This episode has been sponsored by Erica Acosta from Modern Images, located in Harlingen, Texas, at 2305 East Harrison. Erica is a color specialist and Brazilian blowout certified. If you would like to set up an appointment, give her a call at 956 241 1973. Now back to the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Music and Beyond. I'm Ernie Crazy Eyes from Primitive Minds and Recall Productions. Today, I have a special guest from the band Witch Child. How's it going, guys?
Pretty good.
It's pretty good, man. Just chilling.
Hell yeah. How's this pandemic treating you guys, and how has it affected you guys as a band? You know?
It sucks.
Yeah.
It really does suck, honestly. One thing that's really affected us is not really being able to jam. We still have jams here and there. What's going on is mainly just the lack of shows and things like that. Personally, I feel like we're the type of band that's like a live band. You know?
Yeah.
So not being able to express ourselves on stage is, for me, it's pretty detrimental.
Yeah.
I don't know how David feels about that kind of thing.
Yeah, we didn't play. We actually didn't jam for a couple months when it started. We probably started jamming again maybe 2 months ago, 2 months or so. But I didn't care so much because we're in the middle of the recording process for our new album right now.
Yeah.
So we've been going into the studio and just kind of preparing for that. But I'm sure when it's done, I'm really gonna want to get out there and play shows again.
And have you guys thought about maybe doing like a virtual show? No? No?
I've wanted to. I just don't have those type of connections like someone else I know, you know?
Yeah.
So,
I don't even know what that is to you.
well, you know, where we play, like...
Yeah, just like Facebook Live or...
Facebook Live.
Yeah.
I heard they were taking those down.
I heard that too. I think a lot of people are jumping on the YouTube and Twitch train. And they just have shows there, through there. Like, I think they're taking donations or something like that, but, you know...
Yeah, also say, like, through YouTube, I don't know the details, so I could be wrong, and anyone who listens to this, you can comment or whatever, but I know you get more of revenue from that kind of stuff, especially if you're using that to support yourself in that type of manner, you know?
Yeah. And, well, one thing that really intrigues me is the band names, you know? So, you know, where does the name Witch Child come from?
Well, we're actually called Inferno Night back in 2014 when we first started. We actually had a song called Witch Child, and the band went through some changes. Aaron quit for a while.
On the spot.
Got a new bassist, so we thought maybe we'd just change the name, change the direction a little bit. And yeah, we just decided to go with Witch Child. We thought it was better.
Yeah, that's cool. I really like y'all's music. Like, it's fucking like heavy and stuff. Like, I interviewed Unholy Desecration a few weeks ago, and I was just like, man, these guys are like super heavy. Like,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna keep my music like a little like on the softer side, and then I get you guys. I'm like, fuck it. Like, I guess I'll just do anything.
Yeah.
I'll just keep it an open, free genre type thing.
Yeah, I think we're like super heavy or anything like that.
Well, I mean, it's heavy for me because I'm so used to just listening to like the Papa Roaches, Shine Downs, and all that poppy bull squad. Dad Rock.
Dad Rock.
That's what's cool, and then honestly, I don't feel like we're the heaviest band out there. We're not like black metal or something like that. To me, it's just straight up heavy metal with I guess taste, you know, little samples of our influences in there as well.
Yeah, I can totally.
So that's how I would describe it, honestly. I forgot the question by now.
That's probably why we don't like down tune much and stuff like that. Like, we're not trying to like just be super heavy. We're just trying to play shit that we vibe with.
That's cool. And I mean, I like, you know, from listening to you guys to Unholy Desecration to When the Hero Prevails, like, I kind of feel like it's like three different types of, I guess, rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but I like all three bands though because you know, y'all are awesome. Sorry,
It's definitely on the metal side, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's also kind of cool, you know. Like that's one thing I do miss about the whole, you know, thing with that is that it kind of put a like how can I say this? The pandemic put hindering on what you can actually discover out there. You know, I mean, of course, people discover things online now predominantly.
Yeah.
But there's nothing that beats the actual experience of going to a show, not knowing who the band is.
Yeah.
And then hearing them and be like, wow, they fucking kick ass.
Yeah,
You know?
because it's so much better to go live and see them and discover in that way than, you know, listening to a clean copy of what they're about.
Yeah, exactly. And also, like I said, when you play live, it's expression. You know.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean. How can I say this? It's the way you wanted to express with what you wrote, and how you're feeling at that time. You know, because that's what music is.
Shit, my fucking Spotify told me that I listened to 65 different genres this year and 65 new ones. I'm like, I don't remember listening to 65 new genres. Like, I was just listening to my music. It was weird.
They make a genre for everything now.
Yeah. I know. It told me that my fifth genre was antiviral pop. I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, Theory of a Dead Man, is that you? And who inspired you to, you know, pick up your instruments and you know?
Myself, I didn't know Aaron back then, but I started in middle school.
Oh, really?
And it was just me and my friends learning to play guitar. That's how I started. I didn't even think about joining a band till after
shit.
high school.
What was the first band that you listened to that you made you want to like learn the instrument?
Well, I started with all like the regular ones like Metallica and shit.
Oh, okay.
I used to listen to Korn and shit. Back
Yeah.
in the day. That's what got me into it.
For me, it's hard to pinpoint because I've been playing music since I was little.
Oh, shit.
When it comes to like the rock stuff, I didn't start doing that till I was like in like middle school, like 6th grade, 7th grade. That's when I started experimenting with that stuff. But beforehand, what made me want to start doing music is like, you know, we would drive in my dad's truck and he would always put like badass music. And like, oh, that's cool. I like that. I would like to do that. Something like that. Eventually, like all of us when we were younger, and we won't admit it, things that I bought, CDs, like shit like NSYNC.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like stuff like that. Really kind of like made me want to be like, I kind of want that, you know.
Yeah.
That's how it was for me. And then with other stuff, the band that made me interested in like heavier music is also kind of like one of those rare ones. It was Linkin Park. I heard that song. I forgot. I forgot the name. The name escapes me right now. But that's one of the first songs that like actually like maybe appreciate heavier music. That and stuff like Triumph and shit like that. You know.
Nice, dude. When I was smaller, I was listening to Creed and POD. I'm like, yeah, heavy metal.
I used to listen to that.
My cousin, he's like, hey, those guys are Christian bands. I'm like, no, they're not. Worship the devil. I'm over here being an idiot, like. And then later on, I'm like, oh, POD, Payable on Death. That makes sense.
Yeah. White Cross is a badass metal Christian band.
Oh, really? I've never heard of White Cross.
Stripers is shit.
Nice. Weren't they here like not too long ago?
Yeah, they were. I didn't go.
Yeah, I was gonna go to that too.
Super badass, man. Even their newer albums, they're still super heavy. They never skewed like a different.
Like Skillet seems to be like going from, like, changing genres, I guess. But yeah, I need to go check out which one did you say? White Cross?
White Cross is awesome, man.
I'm gonna have to check those guys out.
They're super badass.
And you know, when are you guys gonna be releasing some new music? You were talking about it right now.
Yeah, I just finished doing all the leads, recording all the leads yesterday.
Oh, nice.
For the album, so now all that we have is we just need vocals and it just needs to get mastered and that's it. So hopefully
mixed and mastered,
and hopefully by like January or February the whole album should be out.
That's awesome. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, it's really cool because there are different colors in the songs that came out in the first EP. You know, the first EP, that's a lot of stuff that we were working on during the Infernal Night times, which was, now that I think about it, a long time. It could be considered a long time ago. It was 2013, 2014. Or
Yeah.
whatever, you know? And those are also riffs that David already had in the back burner for the longest time, even before I knew this guy.
Oh, nice.
You know, so this EP really is a collaboration between everybody, mainly me and David, to be honest. But,
Yeah.
it really is more of a collaboration, considering where me and the other chunk of the band came from. We came from a band called Ink,
Oh, okay.
which was a completely different type of style. You know, it was more like a progressive rock, progressive metal, along the lines of maybe like something like Circus Survive or some shit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So, here you get the mix of David's style and our style in almost its most pure form.
Yeah.
You know, of course, we're still a young band, technically. So there's still some evolution to be done, but this is a good representation of everything we know and done for the past couple of years as a band. You know?
This new album is way different than our first one.
Yeah.
I feel like our first one, it was just that that's all of our own songs. We
Yeah.
just recorded them. And our second album, it's more like Aaron said, like a collaboration. You get a lot more of a sense of how the band is supposed to sound, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Opposed to like the old album, I had written most of the songs before I even had these guys. So
I'm excited for the new album, honestly, and I'm sure everybody's, waiting for the new Witch Child.
Everybody.
Yeah.
all two people.
All two people, yeah.
No, but
Do you know what? That's what my friend Larry says on his podcast.
Yeah.
He's like, we're here for to do another podcast for all the 5 listeners.
okay. But yeah, my only gripe with it is that I wish we could have done more, because there are songs on our catalog that I feel like when we could re-record.
Yeah.
Because our first demo, like, no disrespect to anybody, but it's not the best thing in the world, to be honest, I can admit, like, I wasn't happy with my performance and stuff like that. I mean, it's a demo, of course, it's a taste. It's really old, but it would be cool to revisit those songs, especially since they weren't in our repertoire of songs that we would play live for a while, and it would be cool to revive. And that's what we did with this EP. Actually, we revived a song that we stopped playing after a while. We stopped playing that song, and it's, of course, there's reasons. It's a longer song, and
Yeah.
It's almost like 8 minutes long.
Oh,
it's
shit.
like 8-minute track, and it's more of kind of like a niche thing, considering genre-wise, quote unquote.
Yeah.
So it's a little different than the other stuff. It's really heavy and slow, kind of doomy, kind of Black Sabbath-y kind of shit.
Yeah.
Which is a huge contrast to the other songs, which are very energetic, very lively, things like that. So.
Yeah, so the new album has a mix of that. We
Oh.
have like the real like energetic, like we have thrash songs.
Yeah.
We have some that are a little bit more maybe like Wasp style or just like 80s, and then we have like doom metal songs.
And what's cool about it, though, honestly, from my perspective, because I feel like the ones who criticize the band the most are us,
Yeah, of course.
But if I were to give it praise, one thing I like is that we cross the line between conventional pop structure, chorus, verse, bridge, ending, with more quote-unquote progressive elements, which means experimentations, longer passages, instrumental passages. I feel like it's a good amalgamation of those two things together, which is cool and exciting. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about that.
I can't wait to listen to the new album. I think I'm gonna go back and re-listen to the old Witch Child, but from what I heard, these past few weeks, before I contacted you, like, dude, I love it, dude. And I'm just like, man, like, I miss music now. Like, I appreciate, being able to listen to you guys on like Apple Music or YouTube or whatever, but just that live music aspect of everything is just,
It's a different experience.
Yeah. And before we go any further, here's a word from our sponsor. This episode is sponsored by Hendrix Entertainment, specializing in karaoke parties from the 70s, 80s, and 90s music. For booking, please call 956-325-5757. Now back to the show. What is y'all's favorite moment in Which Child history?
I have a lot of least favorite moments.
They're all bad.
No, honestly, they're all pretty. They're bad, but in a memorable way, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, honestly, they're bad in a memorable way. We've had a lot of shit go down. Like it's not exaggeration to say that people have gotten in fights and shit. You know?
Oh wow.
Yeah, back then there was a lot of alcoholism, fighting all the time. The type of band we are, like we'll get in there to jam and we'll just talk shit to each other. Like,
oh no!
And shit. Like, but that's what we do. But back then we used to be super fucking drunk all the time, and yeah, we would get into altercation.
Oh wow!
All the fucking time.
You know what? I'll go ahead and say the story, but we were playing in San Antonio and we had a hotel room, and our singer comes in real fucking wasted and starts picking fights with everybody. Starts getting in a fist fight with their guitar player. You know, starts talking shit to me, talking shit to our bass. We're all just trying to chill, you know, and it was good times, man.
And then, that must have been like at 2 a.m. after our show when all that was happening, and the fucking people next door, they're like, hey man, I think you guys better leave, man, because somebody just called the cops. So we had to fucking come driving like at 3 a.m. back to the valley from San Antonio because.
Oh no! What the fuck?
Cops on us.
Another great terrible moment was when we played. It was an awesome show, but we played at the House of Rock in Corpus.
Oh, okay.
And it was during the Festival of the Float for Selena or whatever.
Oh yeah.
It was a fucking hurricane.
It was a hurricane.
Oh no!
A fucking hurricane hit.
Fucking Katrina.
we were there till like, I don't know, like 3 in the morning, and it was fucking raining crazy, man. And afterwards we didn't even go home. Like some of us went to a party, you know, and it was crazy. The show itself was awesome, you know, even though we were kind of like a little out of there, you know, like David says, we'd be drunk and shit like that. Yeah. But that was another good. But we've had a lot of good shows and we've had a lot of terrible shows. They're usually like learning experiences, you know. But the good shows, they're always fun. But at the same time, you can't like take the experience from a good show and be like, oh, that's how they're all gonna be.
Yeah, of course.
You know? But yeah, that's how it's been with our experiences with that kind of stuff, and hopefully we continue to have more terrible experiences like
terrible, great experiences.
Yeah, very memorable, very terrible experiences, which is something that a lot of people glamorize, like with bands, like things like NoFX, Backstage Passport, things like that. You know, they always glamorize that kind of shit, but in reality, it's it can be like that, but it's usually more mundane, especially when you're on the local kind of level. You know?
Yeah, of course, that makes sense.
Where's the stage?
That's the stage right there.
That's the stage.
Yeah, that's
on the floor.
Oh,
corner?
No, that's the stage.
Or like playing those little kind of like rinky-dinky bars, and you're really straight up like in the corner.
Oh, like don't pay attention to them.
Yeah.
You want a beer?
Yeah, exactly.
And I want to talk about one of my favorite songs, "Kill."
Awesome.
Yeah, can you guys tell me a little bit about that song?
I feel like we haven't gotten much feedback from that song.
Really?
Especially.
Wow.
Kill.
Yeah. Cool.
I guess
Some of the lyrics are messed up because I'm on.
I had a friend of mine that used Kill for a video.
Oh yeah.
Which gave us a little bit more exposure, I bet, which is pretty cool. But Kill was really David's riff.
Oh really?
Yeah, Kill was David's riff, and then
I wrote lyrics also. Kind of like anti-war lyrics. Just
at the time for the drum beat,
think.
the drum beat was supposed to be like simple. Because
Yeah.
I was going in to be a bass player, but then so I made the drum beat for their current drummer, but eventually I ended up just usurping the position,
Yeah.
so to speak. So that's how it came to be. So when it comes to the actual composition of the song, you know, The lyrics do have kind of like a anti, I don't know, anti-establishment kind of message.
Yeah, and see, that's why I love that song, because I love anti-everything. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there's this band called Dead. They made a song called Anti-Everything, and that's, like, I love that song because that's me. Like if you say blue, I'm going to say red, or, you know, like,
Yeah.
I'm anti-everything. Fuck that.
Yeah, I try to do that, but I get called a hater.
Dude, me too.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Like, everybody's like, hey, the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl. I'm like, really? Are they going to have seats or what?
Yeah.
Are they going to have a press box?
Yeah, like I tell David, hey man, that solo's not gonna work. You know, sometimes I'm honest, but to be honest, sometimes it's just to be contrarian a little bit, just a little
Yeah,
bit, you know?
but Kill is definitely one of my favorite songs right now.
It's cool. That one probably has my favorite lead that I did on the old album.
Oh, nice.
Also, yeah, it's really cool, man. I wrote that riff to be super simple, just because I felt like writing lyrics.
Yeah,
So I usually don't write lyrics without like a riff
yeah,
that I have. Like if I haven't made a riff, I'm not really writing lyrics. But so I made that riff just because I felt like writing, you know.
Kill.
That's how it was for Kill. But at the same time, what's cool about that song is that like being able to come in as like a, how can I say it, as an extra at first and stuff, make a skeleton, is that over time I've been able to expand it and make it a little bit different every single time. You know what I mean? Like the way we play it now is not the way it sounds on the recording.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Damn, I really want to see you guys now. I'm gonna have to book you guys here.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool, man.
Yeah, that would be
It
awesome.
seems like a cool place.
Yeah, like, you know, we usually have the tables out here, like in the yard, so, you know, people can sit down, and
Yeah, I've seen
we
it.
put like a little area here just if y'all want to mosh and stuff. I'm not into moshing because fuck that. Like one day I was at a Christian rock show and I got fucking pushed so hard. It literally felt like something blew up and I was like fucking flying. Like,
No, that happened to me. I went to the River City Rock Fest in San Antonio.
oh, dude, I hate you so much right now. Get out of here, nah.
No, I went there and it was during, someone said, but there was crowd surfing and man, that motherfucker hit the shit out of my head, man.
Oh,
I had a headache for like a day, 2 days, you know, like.
that happened to me once at when I went to go see 30 Seconds to Mars in Colorado.
That's cool.
This chick, she like, hey, carry me. I'm like, I can't, you're too big. So she fucking like had other guys pick her up, but when she fucking like, when she got to where I was at, she just kind of like, bam, like, you fucking bitch.
She's a big girl.
Well, I mean, she was tall.
No. But yeah, honestly, that song "Kill," I always expected that one to be like the one that people liked more often than not. Me personally, my favorite song off that old EP is "Slant of the Witch." You know, 'cause I feel like that song is a nice bridge between our old style and our new style, because it is. You know,
Yeah.
it is. That's one of the first songs we wrote like all together.
That's awesome.
Definitely, that's the only song I think we really wrote together.
Yeah, and that one's cool because that's also kind of like in a way, if you want a teaser for the newer stuff, listen to "Sign of the Witch" and just add a couple little extra things in there, and that's the new stuff. You know, I gotta say for the new stuff though, I have a feeling more than just one of the songs is gonna be like the quote unquote like the single kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's the feeling I get from it, considering like, you know, feedback from playing the songs previously at shows to how I personally feel about it, how we feel about it as a band as well, you know.
That's awesome, man. I honestly can't wait. Like, you know, I want it to just fucking come out right now. Whoa, oh, watch out, bro. What are the plans for 2021, and when will we be, you know, hearing the new Witch Child EP album?
I mean, it depends.
I think it's an album because it's long enough to be an album, but it's only.
We can debate about this some other time, dude.
Oh no, they're about to fight right now, guys. Round one.
Nah.
What was the question?
When we would expect to see it, I would say,
January, February.
yeah,
Nice.
quarter one of 2021. Right?
Do you guys have any other plans for 2021?
Well, I would like to get back to playing live. That's what I want to do. I can't stand just, you know, just going to jam and not being able to fucking get out there and play, man. That's what I want to do.
Well, honestly, like I told you guys earlier, like let's talk, and if you guys are okay with the terms and all that stuff, we could probably book you guys here.
Yeah.
Like, I really want to see you guys perform. So
yeah, all this COVID thing, I don't even know what to expect. I don't know if people are coming out to shows or.
Well, the last few shows that we've
people will show up.
The last few shows that we've had here, like people have shown up.
Yeah.
We've had a few hip hop shows. We had a rock show, and we had like 50, 60 people here.
That's pretty good.
That's another thing. It would be cool eventually to start doing collaborations with these kind of artists. I've always loved that shit.
Oh, with hip hop artists?
Yeah, I would love to do that. We've done it before with Ink, and it was really fun. And I feel like our music can lend itself to that kind of stuff. It is groovy. Inherently groovy, honestly. So that would be awesome.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah, I'd be super down with that stuff.
And another song I want to talk about is Blood on the Cross.
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about that song?
When we recorded that song, it was in that like old band style where we were just fucking hammered. And,
oh, okay.
we need to re-record that one.
That's the song I was talking about.
Yeah.
I feel like we can do so much of a better job now.
Yeah. Also, I mean, the song wouldn't change. The song would remain the same. Just the way we actually play the song, how we would approach the recording process. That's what would change.
Yeah, it's because
we're fucked up all the time, man.
Yeah, we're fucked up all the time. That's the first time we were recording with this band, so it was our first time going through that. We didn't know what to expect.
Well, that was David's first time. I've recorded prior, but
yeah,
for David
with the band, with this band. So yeah, I definitely want to redo that one. I think we can do a way better job at it.
But Blood on the Cross is a cool song because that one reminds me like of kind of like that new wave of American heavy metal. So,
yeah.
That's what it reminds me of, and it was always kind of like a crowd pleaser whenever we would play it. That song was always kind of like that. And people.
Yeah, I like that riff. The main riff on it's kind of like a driving riff, like.
Yeah, I like that too, and it's cool because that's where I can show some like of my influences that if you know me, you wouldn't know that's an influence. That beat was inspired by Iron Maiden.
Oh, okay.
Also, some of the newer songs have like this kind of flares and stuff like that.
Blood on the Cross, that's always been one of my all-time favorites to play live. Like, it's super fun to play.
Nice.
It has a little bit more changes than the other ones, and I don't know. Overall, that's my favorite song to perform live.
That's
me myself playing it.
Yeah. That's fucking awesome. What about you? What's your favorite song to play live?
Recently we have this song called "Destroying Angel."
Oh, okay.
That's my favorite. That one, and another song that's a favorite is called "Bleeding for You."
Oh, nice.
"Bleeding for You." That's my favorite song. Favorite. But to play it, I do like playing the "Destroying Angel" a little bit more because it's that one's what I'm talking about, like more progressive.
Yeah.
And I like that kind of stuff because I do tend to get a little bit bored just being in the pocket for a long time. So being able to go a little bit crazy is always appreciated,
Yeah.
But bleeding for You though, that song, man, like that's the song, to be honest.
That one's just straightforward.
And like not only that, but it's kind of like I like it because in a way it's a very cynical dark ballad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a very cynical dark ballad, and I like that. I like that a lot, man. I feel like with that song, songwriting wise, we outdid ourselves. Forming a song that grabs your attention, has some meaning behind it with whatever David wrote. I'm not too sure on David's proficiency as a writer, but that's the song, man, and that's the one I hope people really enjoy. That's the one I hope people really, really enjoy. The other songs, like live, I hope people enjoy those too. But when whenever you listen to music, you always kind of listen and you always identify with the songs that you can relate to, and I feel like that's one of those songs.
And that's gonna be off the new album?
Yeah.
The new album.
Damn. Everybody needs to pick that shit up like right now. Not
Yeah, I mean,
right now in January or February.
You gotta understand that this is also marketing, so I'm gonna exaggerate the shit out of what I'm saying.
I'm gonna do it, bro. Like I kind of feel like like when I talk to artists like local or even bigger artists, like I kind of just like, man, I can't wait. Like, but that's truly me, just actually being truthful. Like,
no, I totally understand where you're coming from, and that's how I feel. Not only with music, but some other things like. I'm a collector, and when I see news, I'm like, oh shit, I'm excited about that. When it comes to like certain things, like outside of music, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Shit, I went to Pawn Stars a few weeks ago, and like I was just there, I was just kind of like in shock, like, fuck, I'm here. Like, I wish I had something I could pawn because, like,
just to have that interaction.
Yeah.
That would have been pretty sweet. You should have done that.
Yeah, I mean, those guys weren't there, but just being in the presence of where they record the show,
Yeah.
like, I'm like, fuck, I'm here. Like, let's do this shit. I want $10 billion for this fucking leaf I found outside.
No, yeah, but I honestly, to hear that people are actually like excited to hear shit, man, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. Oh, and do you guys have any like merch or anything that people can buy right now?
We had T-shirts. I'm not sure if we still have a surplus of T-shirts left, but we do have T-shirts. No physical music media. A lot of that stuff you'll find online.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if
We are gonna do it though.
Yeah, we are gonna do that with this next release.
I'm gonna be printing both the older album and the new album.
Nice.
Because the older album, we did it strictly just digital.
Oh,
So
okay.
you can buy it in Apple Music.
Yeah.
You can stream it, all of that. We didn't really do physical copies, but that's definitely something I have planned for 2021. I get both of those.
It'll be cool to do stuff like honestly with the way the way of life now. Start doing things that I've seen other people do, like masks and shit like that. That would be pretty sweet.
I mean, I literally got this yesterday.
Yeah, that's cool.
My friend Tom, I told him, I'm like, hey man, can you like make me a mask? Like, I'll pay for it, or if you want to sponsor it, like, I'll promote your business for a month. And he gave it to me. He's like, here. I'm like, send me your information later. But yeah, he makes masks like this, like.
That's pretty cool, man.
And I didn't expect it to look this good, and also I was just like in shock,
I'll probably just do it like by myself and just stencil it and fucking use paint on it. I think that would look cool.
Sterilize.
I'd rather have that than like a digital image.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll look really fucking.
Just make it look so punk rock or something.
Yeah, really,
Exactly.
really kinky ass shit. I like that.
I don't like shit that's too polished.
Yeah.
It's not my style. Like,
Yeah. Like, I mean, my logo itself, it looks too polished, so I'm just trying to I want to like, I don't know what I want.
Yeah.
But then again, it's not my interview, it's y'all's interview.
So,
And before we finish off here, here's a word from our sponsor. Boop, boop. Would you like your cards read? If so, please contact Lady Isis at 956-292-6867. She also offers other services. Give her a call, and thank you for supporting the show.
I just want to talk about experiences, man. If he was still alive, man, I would want to talk about all the shit he's done. I've read all his books and shit, man, but like, you'll never know them until you actually been able to.
That was the fastest answer I've ever gotten.
right, I was still thinking about it.
Yeah.
I have no fucking idea.
For me, it would be Vinnie Paul, because But I've already met him, and I met Chad Gray last year, so I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, but Vinnie Paul for me, it's just kind of like, hey man, like.
Lately, I've been seeing a lot of videos from that new Megadeth guitarist. His name is Kiko Loureiro or some shit. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but I've been watching his videos, and he's like super humble, but he's a fucking master fucking guitar player. And man, if I was stuck in an elevator, I would fucking just love to pick his brain out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Man.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. You know?
Fuck yeah.
A lot of the times it's badass because like whenever I think about that stuff, like I always feel like I want to talk to these people about music, man, because music, of course, this is a subjective thing, man, or whatever. I don't know the fucking word, but it's an amalgamation of everything that's happened in your life and how, like I've said a bunch of times, how you express that shit. You know what I'm talking about?
dude. And see, that's what I was telling my friend. Like, my friend doesn't like the type of music that I listen to because it's poppy or it's too radio friendly or whatever. But I'm like, dude, this isn't, like, I'm not listening to this music because it's good.
Yeah.
You know, I'm listening to it because, you know, this band writes songs about how I feel.
You relate to it.
And, you know, like,
I felt like when I was
yeah,
real young,
exactly. I relate to it.
when I was real young, it was always about like chops, you know, being
Yeah.
the fastest, being the most technical and shit like that. As I've gotten a little bit older, I'm not that old, man. You know, I'm not old at all, but experience-wise, I felt like being like that's great and stuff, having chops and stuff like that. And I'm not saying not to have that. It's very important to stay sharp, but to be more focused with your songwriting.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
be more focused with your songwriting. Be able to know when to hold back,
Yeah.
when to let loose. Those are all very important things that I feel like younger musicians should take in mind. You know what I'm talking about? Like being fast and all that stuff is cool and it's great and it really helps you out. But songwriting and everything, that's what's gonna like really push you over the edge as a musician. You know, and I'm not saying that we're perfect or whatever. We still have a lot.
Yeah.
We're still evolving, I think.
Actually, the person who
I think our next album is gonna be even better. I'm already fucking.
actually
It's
you're
already,
the
like,
one who
up
actually
here,
gave me
man.
that
I'm
point of
already, like,
view.
thinking
You know,
about
that-
Are y'all writing the next album already, or
We're
is
actually
it just...
working on a song for the new album. and-
well, in a way, we kind of have like two ideas we've been throwing around already.
Nice.
Because that's how the shit usually happens. We'll just jam and we'll nitpick little things that we like and be like, oh, I like that. See what we can do with that. Whatever. You know,
Yeah.
so that's how it usually happens.
We
you
just
know.
throw away riffs, even if we work on it.
And that's how we form the songs. We're not classical composers. shit.
Sometimes I'll bring an entire fucking song to the band, and they just like a whole song. Like it has lyrics and everything. It has a chorus. It has verses, and they don't fucking like it, and I just throw it away.
Oh, no.
Fuck it. I guess we're not playing this song. But
Hey, if they don't... You should get all those songs there and, you know, make an album out of it and call it, like, Undiscovered.
that'd be an idea.
Like, I think Puddle of Mud has an album called Undiscovered, but I like that.
I've been planning on just like keep bringing it to them until
Yeah.
they fucking like it, and then we can record it.
Fuck, I guess we'll fucking play that song.
Nah, but now that I'm finished recording though, that's a big fucking like weight off my back.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So I've been practicing nothing but those songs. Now that I'm completely finished with my guitar parts, man, what I really love is fucking writing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel super free to write right now. So next year, definitely we're gonna have more songs in the works.
I can't wait, man, because, you know, I love new bands, and that's why I do this, you know, like, I want to talk to the legends, but I am more pampered to the, you know, like, hey, you're a band that I've never heard of, and I think you should be discovered, you know?
Yeah.
True.
But that's true, and at the same time, like I know this is really cheesy ass shit, but you never know. Like some band you interviewed last week, you know, eventually 10 years down the road, they can be the biggest fucking thing in the world.
Yeah, dude, my first fucking interview was The Crown from Austin.
That's cool, and they got pretty big, man.
Yeah,
They got pretty big.
I interviewed them when they were opening up for Hell Yeah.
Cool.
And that was my first interview. I was like, fuck, like we did it in my friend's car, and I was just like, well, that's weird. And the weirdest place I've ever interviewed somebody was in a men's restroom or women's restroom. I'm not sure what it was. It was As Strange as Angels from Dallas, Texas. Those guys are so good. And where can we find you guys? Social media wise, I can't even say it. I'll be at home.
We have a band page on Facebook, on Instagram. We have a Twitter one that we haven't touched in years. If you want to follow us there.
Nobody fucks with Twitter that much anymore.
Dude, not even us.
YouTube.
Oh, Spotify, YouTube, all the Apple Music.
Are you guys
Anywhere you want to find us, we're there.
Are you guys on OnlyFans? No, I'm just
OnlyFans.
Considering it, honestly.
Mondo,
Mondo. yeah, our singer probably, man. He's
Oh, no.
real big on, that kind of shit. But, no, he's not. He's a cool guy. But, yeah, that's the outlets you can find us. If not, you can just find us up on the street or something at home and shit.
There you go.
And if you ever want to know more or inquire about us, you can hit us up through the page, or if you know who we are, hit us up directly, man. We're not going to be like, oh, be gone.
Be gone from me.
Be gone from me. No, we're not going to be like that,
Dude, sometimes I don't even know where to find these guys.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh,
We
shit.
don't really like chill or anything. We get together to jam, and we have a fucking blast. But sometimes all these guys disappear for months, and I'm like, man, where the fuck? Like, do I still have a band, or like, where the fuck are these guys?
Yeah, dude. I went to Creasy's earlier, and I didn't tell my friend and I hadn't talked to him in a while. I just showed up. I'm like, hey, what's up, dude? How's it going? All right, let's go smoke a cigarette and talk about what's been going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
hopefully, man, you'll catch us at shows next year, man.
Yeah, man, and I hope you guys can play a show here because I work here, so the Spot Brewery. Well, it's not a brewery because we don't make beer here, but we sell 5x5.
Oh, that's what I'm drinking right now.
For real?
It's super good. Yeah. Down.
It's a really good beer, and I'm hoping to get sponsored by 5x5 one day too.
Yeah.
I really don't drink too much. It's good. Not anymore. I used to drink a lot.
Same.
I've been decreasing my drinking lately, but
We're going on tangents now.
Before this becomes a beer podcast, I want to thank everybody for listening to my interview with Which Child because I don't know which one it is. But thank you guys, man. I really enjoyed talking to you guys, and
It was a pleasure, man.
it's cool, man.
I'm really hoping to listen to the new album if I don't die or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's another thing I forgot about.
people dying, man.
It sucks, yeah. But thank y'all for tuning in. Check them out everywhere. And remember, everybody, that without music, life would be a mistake.